Welcome to another action-packed, fun-filled episode of What's in the Box. I'm your host, GQ. Do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button.
You gonna go into battle dressed as a cool youth pastor, or you got your suit?
Like the video, leave some comments on this video and the other ones that I've done. Share the video and get some of that Culture Junkies love flowing around the world. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and, you know, all that other good stuff you're supposed to do when you watch a YouTube video. Leave some comments too, let me know how I'm doing. So today, not really a shipper box to take off this time. I actually picked this one up at a local comic shop. One of my favorite shops actually. I'm gonna throw their name out there. They're called Comics Oasis. They're in Allen Park, Michigan. Awesome store. Great group of guys down there that run that store, and ladies that run that store. They've got a ton of stuff. They're not paying me for this, even though maybe they should, but no, really good store. They got a great selection, awesome stuff, import stuff, Transformers, Hot Toys, Sideshow stuff, comics, aisles upon aisles of comics, old school G.I. Joe. I mean, just a ton of stuff in there. So love that store, and was in there one day and picked this up. Unfortunately, they did not still have the shipper box for it, but that's no big deal. This is the Spider-Man Anti-Ock Suit from the Spider-Man video game on the PS4. As you guys know, and I think I said it before last time I unboxed the Negative Suit Spider-Man, when I did that unboxing, I would love for them to release that Black Widow spider suit, the one that I guess it's called the Black Widow spider suit, even though the Black Cat is the one that gives it to him. Spoiler alert for a very old game. But yeah, if they ever release that suit as a 6th scale, I'm buying it, pre-ordering it, getting it day one. But let's take a look at this one. I'm gonna slide this on the turntable. As you can see on the front, you got that awesome image of Spider-Man in the Anti-Ock suit. On the side, yeah, standard thing, there's a little spider logo going. On the back, warnings, cast, who made the thing, and blah, 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 legal stuff. On this side, you got a little bit more artwork showing the suit itself, and that's pretty much about it. So let's go ahead and get this thing open. I know you guys are waiting. This one's a little bit different the way it opens. The box actually has a magnet on the side, so it just kind of window box opens like that. So let's go ahead and get this thing opened up and see what all is in here and what he's looking like. I have to admit that that Spider-Man PS4 game is really, really fun. And I do love that they included a remastered version of it in the Miles Morales game, if you got the premium edition of that for the PS5. So I ended up getting that. I haven't really played through it again yet. I was kind of spending some time playing the Miles Morales game, just, you know, get a feel for that. It's actually a really fun game. But we're not here to talk about the game right now. We're here to talk about this awesome Anti-Ock suit from the game. I mean, the game is old, so for those that don't know, you do in fact fight Doc Ock in the game, even though throughout most of the game he's been helping you and kind of on your side, but you know, he gets those tentacles, and we all know, similar to the way they did in the movie, the tentacles kind of warp his mind, and yeah, he's got issues. So same thing here, but what they ended up doing in that game is Peter, essentially, since he was working with Ock the whole time, uses some of Ock's tech to develop a very cool black and yellow. Can't play the song, but you guys know the song is playing in your head right now. Version of the Spider-Man suit, and of course, it's got all sorts of tech in it and this and that. There's a ton of suits in that game, and like I said, my favorite one is the quote-unquote Black Widow spider suit that Black Cat gives him. Oh God, I wish they would release that one. That is by far the coolest looking Spider-Man costume I've seen, and I would gladly add it to the collection if it ever becomes available for purchase, because that is just a really cool look for Spider-Man. Come on. I really don't, because again, he's wearing another one of the standard body suits that they put on these figures, so I don't really want to get my X-Acto blade too close to the suit itself, because you cut it once and that's cut forever. But we'll see, maybe I can kind of finagle something. There we go. Also, for those that are wondering, yes, this shirt does say Salsa Mando. It was a shirt that was designed by Big Prame. It's a series of shirts actually for us, what we're calling Cinco de Mando, which of course, as you know, is a play on Cinco de Mayo. This is one of the shirt designs. There are 3 other designs that are going to be available basically by now. By the time you see this video, they will be available. We will have already previewed them, some of them, on our Culture Junkies live show this past week. But if you want to get a hold of them, you know, obviously there's going to be links for you to get a hold of that. And yeah, help us celebrate Cinco de Mando and get your very, very cool, I want to say, I guess, Spanish Latin inspired Mandalorian gear, exclusively from Culture Junkies. Can't get it anywhere else. So make sure you check the links for that. And yeah, so that's just a little quick announcement while working on getting this thankfully wrapped, you know, tightly wrapped plastic, because it does protect the my purchase, but sometimes it's a pain in the butt trying to get this plastic off of these figures without damaging the figure. So, blessing and a curse. All right, I think we got pretty much everything off of them so far. Good looking design. Spider-Man in all black has always been actually really cool to me. I remember there was a very long time ago that I think it was the Toy Biz line. It was based on the Spider-Man animated series. Might have been Toy Biz, might have been a different company. I honestly do not remember off the top of my head. But they had a stealth, quote unquote, stealth suit Spider-Man. Essentially what it was kind of, actually no, it wasn't stealth suit, it was Spider Sense Spider-Man. And what it was every time on the cartoon they would show him go into Spider Sense, it was kind of just more or less they just took the saturation and hue and just kind of cranked it a little bit and kind of made it look all different. But they made a figure based on that look, and I always thought that was kind of neat. And then of course they did finally come out with a stealth suit, which was black. And of course we've all known he's had the black suit, you know, from when Venom got it attached to him. But all in all, not too bad. Let's see what else is in the box here. Of course, it's a Spider-Man suit, so I'm not going to bore you guys with the standard stuff. I'll show it in photos. He always comes with a million hands because he's Spider-Man. He's, you know, very posy and expressive with his hands. Of course, you got the classic Spider-Man web shooting hand. His base, very simple, very simplistic. It's just the base and the same yellow spider outfit. Now, there is a deluxe version of this that I didn't see the need to get. The main difference between the deluxe one and this one is the deluxe one comes with some tentacles, basically Doc Ock's tentacles, that you can kind of pose around him as if he's getting attacked by Doc Ock. Didn't really care for that. I mean, I've got, you know, Mysterio up there. He's got the smoke that kind of can be posed around him. So it's like, I honestly didn't see a need to get the deluxe version just to have that extra bit of real estate taken up by the figure. Mysterio, I thought it was cool because I like how Mysterio looks anyway. But I don't really get into a lot of the ones that have extended bases and that sort, because again, space is limited. Yeah, so that's just how I look at it. But yeah, all in all, a good look. You guys know, by now you'll get close-ups and photos and all sorts of cool stuff, but not looking too bad actually. Spider-Man, the Anti-Ock Suit's pretty cool. And if you would also like to be very, very cool, you could go to patreon.com/culturejunkies and be like our Culture Junkies level patrons and above: DeMarcus Smith, Fab Nerd Life, Nanette, the Iguana Man, and the other Steve. We appreciate the support however it comes in, whether it be through likes, love, shares, comments on the video, or even subscribing to our Twitch channel, so you can watch Culture Junkies live exclusively on Twitch, Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. The Culture Junkies live show is a ton of fun. We talk about pretty much everything, and there's even a segment on there called The Power Is Yours, where you, the viewer, can take over the show. Just leave your comments in the chat, and we'll talk about whatever you guys bring up during that segment. And also, we got some game streaming by King Amarok, Great Dadakuji, and Kenshiro. They do game streaming during the week. So make sure you tune in and check out their streams also on Twitch, and of course through the Culture Junkies Twitch. And once again, for the Spider-Man Anti-Ock Suit 6th Scale figure, I'm GQ, and I'll see you guys next time.